Hi, share the warmth. Okay, so tonight's video is going to be about the benefits of building a team and what building a team can do for your Scentsy business. So whether you're a new consultant or whether you've been doing this for a while and you just don't have anybody signed up under you yet, this video is for you. So basically, I want you to forget about the word recruiting altogether. It's a terrible word. It sounds scary. It sounds like you have to be pushy. It sounds like you're forcing people to join your team. That is not what you're doing at all. So we hear it all the time, and I will probably say it all the time because I'm just used to it. But forget about the word recruiting altogether. You're not doing that. Think about why you love Scentsy, why you love the product, why you love selling it, why you love doing parties, what being a consultant has done for your family or your living situation or your personal life, whatever it's done for you. Think of it as you're sharing that opportunity for somebody else to have those same opportunities in their life because of Scentsy. So, you're lucky that you came across it and became a consultant and it's done great things for you in your life. Share that with everybody else. And then when they start having the same successes and building a business and enjoying themselves when they're working the same way that you do, you've shared that opportunity with them. You didn't recruit them. You're sharing with them. Okay, so that's how you need to think about it. So when you first start, I have a lot of people asking, pretty much everybody who's joined under me has asked, what are the minimum sales requirements? What do I have to sell to be a consultant? So Scentsy has really, really great minimums. They're very low pressure. All we have to do is sell 150 PRV points. So that's $180 Canadian before taxes and shipping. And we only have to do that once in a 3-month period. So technically, you only have to put in one order 4 times a year, basically. It's a really low minimum. It's really easy to get to. You're gonna have friends and family ordering more wax from you, and that'll be enough to cover that minimum. So it is great. It's nice that we have that minimum because life happens. You have a baby, somebody in your family gets sick, you need some time off. The great thing about this business is that you work it around your life and around what works for you. So it's nice to have that option and that sort of freedom there. But that being said, if you're going to base your decision of whether or not you want to join Scentsy and be a Scentsy consultant on the minimums, you're not starting off on the right foot. You need to set your sights higher if you want to build a successful business and really make an income. I mean, selling 150 PRV every 3 months isn't going to make you much money. It's actually not really. You might get paid $10. Like it's not worth it. So you need to set your sights higher. So the goal that you should be aiming for right out of the gate is 500 PRV, so $600 in sales before taxes and shipping, 500 every month, 500 PRV every month, because 500 PRV is what you need to get every month in order to become a leader and start building a team. That is the point where you're going to turn a fun hobby with Scentsy into a really good income. You want to make extra money, that's what you need to do. So we're going to talk money because all the rest of it is wonderful, but money is what's really important, right? Well, to most people anyway. You've set your goal to sell 500 PRV every month. Now let's set another goal to build a team. It's not hard to do. You don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to be pushy. Like I said, don't think of it as recruiting or getting recruits. You're just sharing the opportunity with people. So if you are going to set a goal to build a team, I want you to set a goal to have one new consultant join your team every month for a year. 1 a month is not hard to do. So, and if it doesn't happen, you make up for it the next month. If you have a month with no new consultants joining, then you aim for 2 the next month to make up for that. Some months are going to be a lot busier in terms of people joining than others. February is always a big one because we have a transition starter kit. So, I mean, it varies, but we're going to set our sights on 1 new consultant every month. If you do that, Your first month, if you sell 500, and we're just going to assume that everybody who joins under you is going to sell 500 every month too, because you're going to be working with them and you're going to be helping them set goals. So that's what we want them to aim for, right? So if you both, your first month, you have yourself and your one new recruit, and you both sell 500, you're going to make 150 bucks off of your 500 PRV. That's if you sell 500, you're making 150 bucks commission. That's at the 25% commission rate. Your new consultant is going to make you an extra $14 on top of that. So you're going to get paid $164 rather than the $150 you would have made if it was just you. Your first month is going to get you promoted to lead consultant because you've already hit the minimums. That's already the third level up the compensation plan. By your fourth month, you will have 4 team members underneath you. You will already promote to star consultant. So fourth level up the compensation plan, you're promoting to star consultant. You've got 4 people on your team under you. You're getting paid 150 bucks on your own sales, on your own 500 PRV, but you're making an extra $70 on your team members. So that month, instead of making $150 on your sales, because you have recruited 4 people, recruited, there I go saying it, you're going to get paid $220 for that month. So it makes a difference already, right? By the time you get to your 11th month working on these goals, you will promote to superstar consultant, which is the highest level you can get to before you hit director. So your 11th month, you are promoted to superstar consultant. You've got 11 people on your team under you. You're getting paid $150 on your 500 PRV that you did that month, but you're also getting paid an extra $295 from your team sales. And that's, again, assuming that all 11 people under you are selling $500 that month. So instead of getting paid $150 on your own sales, you're going to get paid $445 on your sales plus all of your team. So it makes a big difference. By your 12th month, after a year, you're going to be making about $470 a month in commission. And that's, keep in mind though, this is really, I mean, it's hard to give you these numbers because assuming that you and each of your team members are going to do 500 PRV each month isn't very realistic. Chances are you're going to sell more, especially if you've been doing it for a month and you're sharing it so much. 500 isn't, I'll give you myself as an example. I normally do at least 1,000 PRV in a month, and I do maybe 3 or 4 parties a month. You know, some months I'll have 2 home parties and a couple basket parties out. Other months it'll be lots of home parties. It depends on the time of year. But I typically do between 1,000 and 2,000 PRV in a month myself. So 500 isn't really that hard to get to, like I said before. That's also assuming that all of your team members are going to do that 500 PRV every month. And most likely, some of them, not all of them, some of them will do much more than that. That's also assuming that your 12 team members haven't started to build a team. By the time you get to a year in, the person that joined your first month is probably seeing you and your momentum and having you coach them and learn with them as you go is going to start building their own team. You've got 12 people on your team. Chances are some of those 12 people are going to start building their own teams and have people join under them. And you get paid, you don't just get paid on your front lines sales, you get paid on your front lines team sales. So somebody under me, let's say Sarah joins under me, and then Sarah has Jane join under her. I get paid on Sarah and Jane's sales. So you can see how easy it is to just kind of, once it starts going and you start getting a few people on your team and then they start sharing it with people that they know, it grows really, really, really fast as long as you keep working at it. So I kind of want to give you an example about my numbers, my personal numbers, just to kind of give you something to go off of. So I joined in April of 2011. I didn't think I was going to build a team. Honestly, the first 3 or 4 months, I just put in a couple orders for myself and some friends and didn't really do much with it. by my 1 year mark, so April of 2012, I had 17 team members. I was a superstar consultant. My personal PRV that month was just over 700, so not bad. And my team did 6850 wholesale volume, team wholesale volume. I'm not going to explain that. That's just going to get more confusing. Anyway, basically, I made $219 on my own sales, but I made an extra $446 from my 17 team members. So instead of just getting paid the $219 on my own sales that month, I was paid $663. So I'm doing the same amount of work, a little bit more because I'm coaching people and stuff, but it's a significant difference in money. The following year, my 2 year mark with Scentsy, so April 2013, I had 49 team members on my team. I had already hit director. My personal PRV for last April 2013, was 2190. So I did over 2,000. Yay me. And my team did really well as well. So I was paid $790 on my own sales. And I was paid an extra $670 on my team. So again, if it had just been me making my sales and just getting paid off of my own personal sales, I would only have made, I would have made almost $800. But because I had that team underneath me, I made $1,500, which is pretty much replacing a paycheck in my full-time job. And that was kind of at the point when I started hitting that dollar amount per month and keeping it pretty consistent, was when I was able to quit my job and decide to stay home. Best thing that's ever happened to me, I tell you. And watching my girls grow up, it is amazing. So when you sell, keep in mind though, because I sold more than $2,000 that month, or more than 2,000 PRV that month, when you pass the 2,000 mark in 1 month, you get a bonus 5% on your own PRV as well. So anytime, doesn't matter what rank you are, if you sell more than 2,000 PRV, instead of the 25%, you get paid 30% on your own sales. So that's something to aim for too. If you want to aim high, aim for 2,000. Christmas time, that is easy. So basically what I'm saying is, if you really want to go somewhere with this business, if you really want to be successful, if you want to be able to quit your job or pay off some debt or take your family on a trip, you want to build a team. As long as you're working your business, you're doing home parties, you're making new contacts, you're sharing the business with as many new people as you possibly can on a regular basis, you will be successful. And you lead your team by example. Your team watches you. Everybody under you looks to you to see what you are doing in your business. So if you're leading by example and you're getting one new team member to join your team every month, and you're consistently doing all these things, they're going to imitate that, and they're getting their coaching from you and from what you are doing. So the more you work your business and the more successful you are at your own business, the more you're showing your team members how it's done. And then they will start to build teams, and it will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you will love me for convincing you that you need to build a team. So that's it. So get out there and start sharing Scentsy with